What is up, YouTube? It is your boy DB, and I am here, and I'm just trying to get a live stream in. It's been pretty hard so far, and it's probably not going to be any easier today. Kind of new to this, and that's pretty much it. So, I just started watching in this April sports period. I used to be just a wrestling fan. As you can see behind me, I have a lot of wrestling memorabilia, and yeah. So definitely was digging Denver, definitely digging Miami, I guess, for NBA. Now we're in baseball season. I don't know much about baseball, but I do know that 2 nights ago I watched the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Right, this was when Urias was pitching, and that was the most amazing game I've ever seen. I had my money on the Dodgers. Now, I put a $10 bet in. It was like a three-team parlay. I did Brian Harmon to win this is last Sunday. Was it Sunday? I can't be Sunday because it was 2 days ago. So this is Thursday, Tuesday's game. Anyways, forget the other legs. It was the last leg to close on my parlay, and I was gonna win like $100 off of 10, and the last one was the Dodgers money line, and I was just like, oh my God, there's no way that they're gonna win. There just is no way, because they were getting whooped. They weren't getting whooped, but they just weren't scoring the whole entire game. And then when they finally put up a run to go down, it was like 3-1, maybe 3-zip or something like that in the beginning. And when they finally became they finally got to being down by one, and the freaking Blue Jays just went off, and they went from it was 3-4, and then it jumped to 3-7. So I'm like, oh my God. And it was the last inning, literally it was down to the last inning, and I was just like, damn, I thought it was over. I just wasn't even paying attention. I was on my phone, and they came all the way back, and they went into extra innings, and then they won the game. It was just amazing. That day I ended up winning like 280, nice smooth 280 on. I won like a prize pick. I won a sleeper bet. No, not prize pick. Yeah, prize picks bet for 100, a sleeper bet for 78, and the DraftKings bet for 100. So that was a good night. And since then, it hasn't been so good. It's been the next 2 days. I'm still I've lost like maybe $45 since then. Maybe a little more, maybe like $65 since then. And today, oh my God, same thing, kind of going up and down. I started with let's just say I started with 200 when I woke up this morning. And between my bets that I put in so far, I'm back to 210. I went down, then I bounced back up. So let's talk about what I was doing. I took the Angels in the first inning. I mean, not in the first inning. I took the Angels in the first game. I took a three-way parlay with Otani to get 8 Ks. I needed him to have 2 total bases, and for the Dodgers to win the game. It was only like $10 to win 70. I don't throw much on parlays because I always think I'm going to lose the parlay. So, yeah, and they lost. And, well, it lost. The Angels covered. Otani got the 8 Ks, but he didn't get any bases. Apparently, he didn't get any hits or whatever. I don't care. Loss is a loss, whatever. And I took I took a no run in the first inning for 30. That brought, I won like $25 on it. So whatever. I lost 10, bounced up. I came up like 15 throughout the whole scheme. Whatever. I don't care. But speaking of Otani, the Dodgers apparently are going to be keeping him. They're not going to get rid of him. They're going to build around him. I forget who they said they were going to put on the team. They named them. So if you just look that up, you'll see who it is. We also have a promo tonight on Sleeper Musgrove to get 1K. Let's get it. So if you can just pair that with anything, and I mean, there's things like Josiah Gray hits allowed under 5.5. That's a good pair. Maybe Bibby, I don't know his name. Under on his Ks, I think. Yeah, it's under on his K's. And I think it's 6.5. I want to say it's under on 6.5. I didn't write it down. It's in my phone, and my phone is like, but it's all good. Um, there's somebody else that's not a bad one, but whatever. I mixed mine with I did the first one I said. Josiah Gray hits allowed under 5.5, and then I threw in Contra, something like that. Contra, something like that. Some white dude from whoever they're playing, whoever Washington's playing tonight. I forget. I took him to not steal a base. That's my under. Like, people hate that. The group I'm in hates it, but I love it. That's my like on the low prop is stolen bases, and I like to target white guys that don't look like they're gonna try to steal a base. If you're like kind of heavier, kind of taller white guy, I'm not picking you to steal a base, dog. I'm going against you on stolen bases all night. I try to mix them up with, because you don't get much of a payout for it, so I try to mix them up with different other props that I was gonna take through it. It's all about an EVP system. It's, you want to take expected value plays that you see on DraftKings for minus 135 or better. Those are the plays that you want to kind of target on underdog and prize picks and stuff to go over, stuff like that. Not over, whatever the money is on. If you can get it on a different site where they don't charge you the money on it, basically for it, because they don't charge you the money on it because it's a freaking parlay. So every parlay that you take is automatically in the bookie's favor, no matter what. It don't matter how good you think your parlay is, it's always most likely gonna lose, no matter what. It's just what it is. It's very rare that you're gonna go with a perfect parlay ever. It's just rare, dog. You hit them, yes, you do hit them, but do you hit them a lot? Probably not. But the ones that you hit make up for all the ones that you don't. You know what I mean? It's such a crazy flip on it that it makes it worth it. It's hard to miss 10 in a row, but it's hard to hit 2 out of 10. So, you know, it has its, it's all, for me, it's all a hobby, and it's all keeping my attention. There's some people like to buy drinks, some people like to buy coffee, some people like to buy drugs. Me, I like to sweat out a sports game. I used to like wrestling. Now, I don't know. I still like it, but it's like hard to sit through it when there's a game on and I could be putting my money on it and maybe winning. That's how I look at it. It's all fun for me, and it's profitable. If it's profitable, it's fun, straight up. Maybe I'll lose, maybe I'll win, but you gotta be in the game to have a chance. You know what I mean? And I am definitely in the game. Speaking of in the game, DraftKings ain't shit. They took your boy down last night. They wanted to come for my head. They were like, yo, we need a quick little $60, so everybody give it up. They gave a bonus yesterday on the U.S. women's team, and it went from them being a negative 155 to putting them at plus 100, meaning you would have to bet 1.5 to win one. So if I bet $1.50, then I could win $1, you know? And they put it to even money. So if I bet $1, I win $1, basically. But the max was, they put 2 of them out there. They put one for 10, then they did another one for 50. And I should have known, I felt it in my soul that DraftKings is not being nice to us. There's no way they woke up and was like, you know what? I want to give everybody in the world $60. I do. I just want everybody to have $60. So I'm going to give a free play out there, which everybody thought it was a free play. And it wasn't. They knew what they were doing. They're like, yep, we're going to bust them in their head. And you know what happened in that game? Nobody won. So no matter what side you put your money on, you lost because it was a draw. Nobody picked draw. I guarantee nobody picked draw. I was all over it yesterday, all over YouTube, watching people give advice on it, and everybody was taking it. And I took it with their dumbass. And we all got our wig split last night. For me, I only put 30 because first I put 10. Then I just had like an extra 20. I had like 220 last night in my account. And I was like, we'll throw the 20. Instead of throwing the whole 50, we'll just throw 20. And then I went back to throw the other 30 before the game started, and I couldn't. So I was like, all right, it's a sign. And it was. Nobody won. Woke up this morning, checked my account, expecting it to be more. Nope, nothing. But yep, that's how it goes. Figure. Usually when you see like a crazy discount on something on now, there's a difference. If a lot of times this happens on Prize Picks too. Let's say Shaq is shooting his over and under on free throws tonight is 2. Or oh no, we got to pick a different person. Let's pick Embiid, right? If Embiid's over and under on free throws tonight is 10, because usually he gets to the line about 10 times, about 5 times, and makes about 10 free throws minimum every time he plays. Tonight they're gonna put his over and under. If let's say they're playing a team though that doesn't give a lot of fouls, they're gonna pick like the number 1 team in the NBA that at not giving up fouls. When Embiid plays them, his number's usually 10. They're gonna drop it to like 7 or 7.5, right? And then he's probably only gonna get like 6 because they know that this is the team that gives up the least foul shots, and they want to trick everybody into putting their money on the over so they can get that money. They know what they're doing. Like, I'm sure they fully plotted this out before they gave that discount last night. There's no way that they were thinking, oh, the women's team, they're definitely going to win tonight, so let's give a boost. I swear there's something that they do that they have a feeling that was going to happen. That's why they made the line the way they did. I watch it in baseball all the time where it's like the favorite will be getting points somehow. But let's just say the Mets are playing the Red Sox, right? And the Red Sox are dominating, right? They will make it so that the Red Sox are getting 1.5 points from the Yankees, right? But the number is like negative 350. So you have to put $3.50 just to win 1 on the Red Sox getting a 1.5, right? And then they'll fuck around and not do it. Like it'll be where it'll just flip. You know what I mean? The Yankees will end up winning that night outright. And everybody was thinking like, oh, the lock was them with the points. But then if you look at the money line, it'll be Boston is minus 1.5 money line, meaning no points, and the whatchamacallit, the Yankees are not the favorite. They're like minus 105. So $1.05 to win $1, basically. And then they'll win the game outright, and then you'll be thinking because, oh, they're getting a 1.5, or no, it'll be the other round. You'll think because the Yankees are giving a 1.5 to the Red Sox that, oh, they're automatically the favorite. And no, they're not, because they're only minus 105 on the money line. So when they lose, you're like, what just happened? Like, I swore the team that was getting points, how are they the favorite? And that's just how it goes. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. You have to really look at the money line and look at who the favorite is. That determines who the favorite is. The money line, not the run line. It's tough, man. It's happened to me a lot of times where I see that and then I take the wrong team and lose. That's why I'm just telling. But yeah, the women's team sold out last night and we all lost. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Freaking can't wait for basketball to come back around. Dame still hasn't signed with anybody. It's cool. They need to take their time with this anyway. Get it right. I want him to go to Miami. He's going to Miami. First of all, if anybody, I'm letting y'all know, I have the inside scoop. My guy is going to Miami. It's already done. Basically, they're just waiting on a few things to sign off on it, but it's happening. So if there's any bet to put in on it, do it. Bet the house, because it's for surely happening. He's going to Miami, for sure. I might know somebody who knows somebody. I might. Huge might. Because I might not. Might be bullshitting y'all right now. He's going. And also, this is another thing we need to talk about. What is this business? What is the deal with everybody coming at Embiid, trying to say that because he hasn't won a ring yet, he's not successful or something? Like, wait, neither has, and the same thing, they try to come at Tatum and Brown, saying that because they haven't delivered the ring yet, they're not successful. Do you know how many NBA players there are, period, that just have never won the ring yet? And it's just not, it's not that they're not going to. It's just literally not their time yet. If you really look back at it, during the whole, and basically my whole life, it's always been where teams had their time. Jordan and the Bulls had their time. Then after that, it was kind of open for a little bit, but the Spurs kind of did their thing in that time. The Lakers definitely did their thing in that time after that. Then it was kind of Cleveland, not maybe not in the final. It was kind of a LeBron in the finals. Remember that? It was like 10 years in a row he was in the finals. He won some, he lost some, but he was always there. And during those years that he lost to what? The Spurs and Dallas. So that they had their time. Everybody has their time. And it's just not the Celtics' time yet. It's coming though, for sure it's coming. Phoenix will have their time. The Celtics will have their time. Denver will have their time. It's Denver's time now. The Heat will also have their time. They've had their time before. So it's like this nonsense of saying, even the Sixers too, they will have their time. The Sixers might win next year, and the fact that they didn't win the chip this year doesn't make them a failure at all, not even a little bit. Shoot, they were almost in the finals. Period. They were almost in the Eastern Conference Finals. They made it to Game 7. They should have beat the Celtics, dog. The Celtics had no business beating Philly. They weren't ready. They weren't last year. It just wasn't happening. Then if Philly would have went on, they would have beat Miami. I'm sorry, but they would have. They would have beat Miami. There was nothing they could do about Embiid. There just isn't. And they had enough defense to shut down just Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? They definitely did. Did they have enough defense to shut down Tatum, Brown, everybody? No, I guess not. Maybe they just didn't. Not this year, but next year they will. I guarantee, not guarantee, because I think Boston's going to be a better team too. I think between those two teams, that's probably who's going to make it. It'll probably be out of Boston or Philly. But still, don't count the Heat out. If they get Dame Lillard, like I said they will, and that's funny the way I say this, because it's all counting on Dame. If Dame goes to Miami, I'm not saying it's a lock for them to go. It's definitely not a lock. I feel like if Dame goes to Miami, everybody's going to think it's a lock. So it's not going to be a lock. They're probably not even going to... They'll probably do way worse than people expect them to do. Miami is a team that needs no expectations to go far, kind of. You know what I mean? The whole time, they thrived on having no pressure. This will completely flip around if they get Dame Lillard. They will be considered one of the favorites going forward. So everything will change, and then they'll be disappointing everybody when they're trying to get their chemistry right, and they're just being the Miami that they are. Miami likes to play it safe in the regular season and then show up in the postseason. So, it is what it is. So we'll see. But this is nonsense. They keep coming at Embiid trying to say that now he has to win a ring. And no, he doesn't. He will win a ring. All he has to do is show up and play great every night and hope that his team wins. Just because you don't win the ring doesn't mean you failed. Like, just as long as you make it to the playoffs, I think that means something. Making it to the playoffs, anybody can get knocked out in the playoffs. It just happens. It is what it is at the end of the year. There's mad injuries. Everybody's tired, so you're not getting the best of anybody in April. You know what I mean? So to say that you're a failure because you haven't won a ring, it's not true. It's just not true. And that narrative is just so insane. And we will never be about that narrative on this channel. We will never be about that. We are never gonna call for anybody's job, and we're just not highlighting the bull, man. There's too much greatness in all these sports to be highlighting the bull. The women team sold me last night. They sold me. It is what it is. Do I hate them? No. Do I care? No, it is what it is. They sold ass, they sold cheeks. It is what it is. Next time we'll double down on it and we'll get it all back. Because next time, this is what they want you to do. They want you to think, there's going to be a draw next time. Next time there ain't going to be no draw. Next time the women are going to dominate. And everybody's going to be afraid to push in because they just got their wig split on this one. So they're going to skate by. That was the whole thing. They're like, we'll take their money real quick and then they'll never come back. Because it's like, if we would have won last night, right, then we would have kept riding on them every time and took the bank down. And the whole plan for DraftKings is to make sure that they secure the bank and secure the bag. And my job is to help you take that bag down because we want it all. You see these belts? We need more. You know what I mean? And we need them from them. We can get them. We just have to think smarter. We have to think inside the box. Now, there was no way for me to see. I can't even say that because I was thinking it. I knew that it was gonna. I knew it was gonna sell last night. I knew it. And there was really no way to combat it because I wasn't thinking that it could be a draw. I just wasn't thinking it, and I should have. Usually I would. Usually I would throw a little something on a draw because the odds are so crazy. And I'll be like, I'll throw 100 on or 50 on the women's game, right? Straight up at 100, right? Or at plus 100. And then the other team had to be plus like some shit. It was like 2 something. Whatever. It is what it is. That'll do it, guys. I have to come up with a better plan with the show, but I just really want to get in front of this camera and I really want to start talking about sports, start getting better at it, start getting more comfortable with it so I can grow this channel to what I think I can make it. Until next time, deuces. Thanks for kicking it with me. Please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 200 subscribers. Not 200K, not 2K, just 200. Please, can we make it by the end of this month? I think we can. Till next time, deuces. I don't know how to turn. Oh, there we go. Are you sure?